Hey, loves. So I wanted to just do a little bit of a tour walking through my studio with you. And it's really pretty organized right now. If I'm in the middle of a big project or I'm teaching, it doesn't quite look like this. But anyway, this is the studio in its very best state. So let's take a walk through, okay? So here we are. We're walking through the front door. Or actually, it's a side door. There's two doors, but I usually use the side door because I can't get in through the front door. But you could see, I have my portable speaker, my laptop. I keep all my supplies here. And then inside these drawers, I have, if we go over and we open a few drawers up, I have paints. I have blow dryers and heat guns and glue guns. I don't want to go back in. There we go. A typewriter, which is really just such an integral part of my studio. There's one sewing machine on my table right now. It's brand new. It is just for fabric, and I still have to learn how to use that. One of the best parts about my studio, not the broom, but let's move that, is the oven. The stove is disconnected. It is filled with art supplies. And really, art supplies are everywhere. If we open a cabinet door, we will see there is absolutely no cereal. A plant that has lived here for, my God, I don't know, 10 or 12 years, and it's thriving. This is not an outfit that I can wear. I will not fit in this dress, but I am incredibly inspired by it. And that is a remnant of a flannel shirt that was my dad's. He died about 29 years ago, and I just love that I can still wear this shirt. Just makes me feel good and warm inside. And then when we peek, yep, you guessed it, this is not a place to take a shower. Typically, I really like to write notes on the mirror. This is from a recent retreat that I ran here. We are meant to be here together. And I love that. An old jewelry table, paper, suitcases are just my jam. I love to take them apart. I love to fill them with things. Lots and lots of suitcases. And a clock that doesn't have a battery, but it will soon, but just not right now. And onward we go. Typewriters, one that's mine, one that has to be returned. I believe that my greatest job here is to keep myself inspired, and my studio really does that for me. I love washi tape. I love messages. I keep notes that people write me. I think it's really important to remember who we are and what we mean to people. So I try to keep that in mind when I'm here. This metal desk, I can't even tell you, it's got tools and all kinds of stuff in it. I mean, I've been here for 14 years and I have lots of supplies. And I think the coolest thing is that when I have a workshop here, if someone asks me for something, I can actually find it. Kind of an amazement. Let's go around. I create a lot in front of that fireplace. I light a candle and I sit there and I sit, a few feet in front of it on a pillow, and it just feels really, really serene. One of the reasons I like that place is that I can see out the front door, and you can see there's like a little tiny patch of brown by that picnic table laying down, and that is Cleo. And sometimes Cleo will like lay on her belly and stare at me as I work. So the fields outside my studio are just amazing. There's a light breeze out here today. You can see the plants move a bit, and it's beautiful. I mean, it's just super inspiring. And here's a note I have left over from an art retreat. This is a stage. Let us dance freely. What isn't a stage, though, right? This studio just changes pretty often. What I have on the walls changes. And I found someone's button collection at Golden Nugget Flea Market, and I'm just kind of fascinated. I love looking at these, and I can turn them over here, and you'll see like they used wire to hold them in. I just think it's pretty cool. So those two are mine. I also bought one for a friend. And then we go back here. And this is a room I'm in a ton. I was just recording in here. So it's not really, it's just a little, just how it was. I have art in process on the walls, my sewing machine. And there really is. I mean, there's a lot to see in here, and there's a lot to use, and there's a lot to consider, a lot of possibility. One of my favorite things to create with is old dresses. Take a peek at this one. Oh my God. Can you see the potential in here? So I just have it hanging for a bit. And I love to use things that I'm considering as art supplies, as wall art. So for right now, this says beautiful is fleeting. And I have this really lovely woman from a long time ago. I love her expression. You have to wonder, like, what was she thinking? Was that a picture where she's like, okay, enough pictures, stop taking my picture? Possibly. You'll see stacks of art journals. And when you come over here, a bunch of art journals. A message I wrote to myself for a recent art show, and then I invited people to stitch on it with me. I love this. Trust the opening in you. There will be discomfort. Climb inside of it. Trust you, the process, your knowing, and your vision. So for me, this is kind of just like a playground. It's really a place where anything can happen. Anything is possible. Like, who knows what this old nylon will become? I just kind of hang things here sometimes. And I move them around because maybe when I see them, they'll inspire me in a different way. When I first came in this art studio, I just had tables. I had like no place to sit. And I'm really proud to say that I have that sweet little chair right over here with a suitcase under it. It's super cozy. A $10 garage sale find. This couch, which, some days I just come here and take a nap, and that counts as work because we have to rest. And then I have this sweet, sweet little sofa back here. And what that tells me is it gives me spaces to rest. It tells me that rest is okay. I usually work at this desk, and I love to sew over here when I use a sewing machine. And the kitchen table is up for grabs. But I spend a lot of time working out here. I want to show you one of my favorite things. That dish doesn't work on the well. I had it disconnected when I got here. I didn't really want any technology here. Just a drill press, coffee maker, sewing machine. But look, I repaired the table and I absolutely love it. I think it's better than ever. I'm just really happy to share this with you. And that's the art center. Right over there. Thanks for visiting me.